Crossroads Media.
Holy hell! Bend him over! 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 Oh! Spencer Strider! That fuzzy little mustache you have! It's gonna come right off when Trey Turner hits a liner right up the middle when you throw a fastball over the heart of the plate. Oh my God, this team, I mean, they did what I expected them to do. This was a case of, we are better than you, and we know it. Oh, by the way, you know it too. A beatdown. Aaron Nola just gave us something special. That's not just big time. That's not just Aaron, he's an ace Nola, which his fan base did pop off pretty quickly and try and throw that phrase out there. It's even bigger than that. That was so phenomenal. You could make the argument that Zach Wheeler could be named with the top pitchers in the league. It never really is, right? You think of Clayton Kershaw. You think of Garrett Cole and the big signing to the New York Yankees. Well, Zach Wheeler has been dominant for this franchise. His name is never relevant in that category. I thought Aaron Nola pitched just as well as Zach Wheeler, and Zach Wheeler I put on the radar with the best in the league. So I'm just telling you, that's how massive of a start this was by Knowles. And he put all the noise behind him. And it got to the point where the entire ballpark goes, Aaron Nola, bump, 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 bump. 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 Oh, my God, it was so electric. The double play balls. Oh, huge. And he gets some help behind the plate. Maybe Jazz was pissed off. Maybe Sanchez was annoyed. But I didn't hear the broadcast mention it as badly or as much as they were when Zach Wheeler got screwed up on an at-bat against De La Cruz on a 1-1 pitch that completely changed the at-bat. Stop running your mouths. I don't want to hear it. Stop the crying. It happens all the time. We have to deal with it too. How about you do better than, 0 runs for the majority of the game? I don't even count that last run. Okay, that last run to break up the shutout, it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is Soto throwing dots. That's Benjamin Franklin. What does that mean? I don't know. I tried to make a slick little thing there about a $100 bill, I think. I think that's what I was trying to do. Anyway, dot in a hundo. Gas. Kirkering. There's a picture. It's actually a video of the pitching ninja, of course. And the overlay of two of his pitches. When the batter sees the ball halfway from the mound to the plate, it's in the same position. A half second later, one's touching the outside top part half of the plate, and the other one's inside and low, almost in the dirt. Good luck, dude. I'm crying with this pops because I can't believe that we have the luxury of having this dude on our roster right now. That's what I'm thinking. I'm crying. I'm ugly crying. I look like the Kardashians. I don't give a damn. But my eyes are filling up with a ton of water, gallons worth. Not just a little bit, gallons worth. Oh, man, this team. All right, since I mentioned the crowd, I'm sure you all saw this angle on Twitter of Bryson Stott with the grand slam, and the crowd goes nuts. This is beautiful. I want you to listen because my job as a man of the people is to give you the goosebumps. And right now, let me tickle the fancy of your eardrums, okay? This is Citizens Bank Park. I don't know if you're aware of that place, okay? But it gets fucking loud, baby, and it gets emotional. Listen to this when Bryson Stott hits the homer. It starts so loud. Homer, as if it wasn't a grand slam. I say homer. Idiot! So when you hear the initial rush from the crowd, I'm like, wow, that's loud. Then it goes over the wall. Here we go. That was 47 seconds. 47 seconds. Now, if you saw my reaction, I was actually watching the video, so I got to experience it with the visual, and there's nothing like this. There's nothing like this at all. And I know that this could be actually stretched out to a different topic, and there's way too many angles to really discuss it right now, but the way that we're getting love and appreciated for the ruckus and for how loud we are, Jeff Passan saying that this is similar to an SEC football school. Do you know what Alabama means to them? Do you know what Georgia football means to them? And speaking of them, oh, you know that Braves fans are scared, because you should be, right? It makes sense to feel scared when the team that is so wired to go all the way is standing in your face. Saturday, I don't care that it's on the road. Doesn't matter at this point. JT Realmuto just does his thing regardless. It doesn't matter where. And I'll give you a crazy, crazy set of numbers on JT in just one moment. Let's get back to the fact that this city is getting love and appreciation to the highest regards, and every time they're mentioned now, it's also tied together with what we did for Trey Turner. That's not the storylines of old. They hate Santa, they throw snowballs, they're assholes, they're bad people. I think it's starting to shift on a national level. Now, I don't pay attention to it too much. I only get it from a very surface level, the national stuff on how we are perceived, and quite frankly, it doesn't really matter, because in the streets here, we know, and that's truly what it's all about, is us as a community, we get it. But also keep in mind, now Jason Kelce, that podcast is #1 on planet Earth, okay? His brother is dating Taylor Swift. They are massive stars, and for how highly he always speaks about this city. And I think people who are on the outside looking in feel a connection with Jason Kelce after watching the documentary. I think our brand of Philadelphia over the years have changed from what our great-grandparents once were into the nice, fresh regime here that I think is equivalent to being ran by Dave Dombrowski. That's all. All I'm saying is this core group, okay, the 25, 26, 27, 28, those type of groups, I think they're now blossoming into it now. They're no longer 12, 13, and then those version of 28-year-olds and 29, 30-year-olds were pushing the wave. Now it's us. We're the Dave Dombrowskis. But that's not really the big story here. Shame on me. Let's focus on the task at hand here. That JT Realmuto can hit a home run in South Philadelphia. Need that. All right, and let's be honest. In the beginning of the game, Garrett had a couple of at-bats and a lot of strikeouts that wowed you. One against Kyle Schwarber, one against Bryce Harper, and he was battling and answered the bell big time. And oh, man, he seems on it. While Aaron Nola was getting outs, but there were flyouts to Christian Pache over in deep parts of the field. Warning track. I blacked out. I forgot the word. Warning track power stuff. So he was getting the outs, but dude, we're getting a little closer. Let's clean it up a little bit. And the one time Pache does make a mistake, Aaron Nola picks them all, picks off Birdie. What? Gets double play balls. What? And then Pache gets a walk. He scores from a Kyle Schwarber. My leadoff hitter hits less than 200. There's nothing more in life that I love more. There's nothing I love more in life than thinking about my leadoff hitter hitting less than 200 and loving him more than any human on planet Earth other than my wife. Doesn't make any sense. What else doesn't make sense is what you can utilize over at my bookie. I'm a rich bastard now because I pumped heavy money line bets on Phillies money line the last 2 nights. If you follow me on Twitter, I was giving out that information like candy on Halloween. Hey, trick or treat, take it, baby, take it. So if you did, good for you. If you haven't done it yet, listen to me right now. We're going to continue to put money into these pockets, all right? And as a bettor, you demand perfection. My bookie delivers with NFL, college football, and the postseason of baseball, boys, and a brand new cash-out system that gives you options to bet and win all season long. So join the MyBookie family for an entire season filled with daily odds boosts, same-game parlays, and super contests. And this season, MyBookie has a no-strings-attached cash bonus that lets you deposit and withdraw quickly. If you use promo code BRODES on a deposit of $50 or more, you receive up to $200 in cash. They just literally give it to you in your account on the website. And once you bet your deposit amount once, you're ready to withdraw at any time. That's promo code BRODES to claim your cash deposit bonus. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere, only on MyBookie. MyBookie is just as great as Bryce Harper's greatness. That's saying a lot. Did I mention David Robertson yet? That was nice. Thanks for coming. Thanks for going back to your old roots. That's a shame. I shouldn't be picking on David Robertson. I think he's a fine pro, and his career is very solid. But when you come here and have the stinker that you do, it sucks. Okay, so there was so much information and interesting little tidbits from people who cover the team and all, and I just screenshotted a lot of them, and I'll give them their tags that they deserve. Bob Wankel of Crossing Broad, Booney from NBC Sports Philadelphia, Corey Seidman of NBC Sports Philadelphia, Mark Farzetta threw out there that the regular season Aaron Nola versus the Marlins, 7 hits, 4 runs, 8 hits, 5 runs, 9 hits, 4 runs, and 5 home runs total throughout those 3 games. And that was my in or out of the day. I said, I almost said Jalen Hurts there. That would have been fascinating to watch him play for the Phillies. I would imagine he'd probably hit 25, with a nonchalant 30 bases stolen. Would Aaron Nola, it was Aaron Nola would not allow a home run today. I need to make sure it's perfectly worded. That's what it was worded like. Aaron Nola will not allow a home run today. 56% of the voters, and we had 400 votes on today's poll. Follow me on Twitter at Broads81. 56% thought that there would be a deep one. Now, some were close. They were getting there. But my man dominated. Needed a double play ball, got the double play ball. And he's been not so good for you, and he's been getting crushed by the media and by this fan base. He's not worth the money. He put his balls on the table. This was a huge outing for him. And if this is the pitching we get from Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola and the bullpen, then that puts this team in the same exact spot as the Atlanta Braves. It's the truth. It's the damn truth. I was afraid because they didn't have the pitching. And then also now you can set up your defense so you don't have Schwarber running around like a chicken with his head cut off trying to make defensive plays for the most part other than the Pache play today. Him and Rojas over in left field and center field. It's weird hearing the broadcast discuss how many positive plays they can make defensively, how their defensive arrangements are sensational. In what world is that the brand of this Phillies team? It's not. It was softball lineup, always making mistakes, but can make up for it with the long ball. Which brings me to one of my other tidbits here that Booney puts out. How rare is it for the Phillies to win without any home runs hit? And this was in the first game he's referencing. They were 42-100 over the past 3 seasons, which is a .296 win percentage when they did not hit a home run. Aaron Nola picked off 3 runners in 108 games over the last 4 seasons. 108 games. 3 runners. Playoff game after some sloppy defense. It was a tough play, don't get me wrong, but he probably should have reeled that in. That makes no sense that just happened in a postseason game for Knowles. JT Realmuto is 2 for 2 tonight with a double and a home run. This was in the middle of the game. It is his first multi-extra base hit game at home all season. All season! He has not done that once this year. Had a couple extra base hits in one game. How does this all add up? Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola in the wild card round together. 13 2/3 innings pitched, 1 run, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts. This is the third straight quality start for Aaron Nola, something he only did once this season in the middle of April. Do the months. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. The last time this happened for Aaron was April. Getting some time off definitely does wonders for him. But you know what does wonders for me? Seeing greatness. Bryson Stott rewatched every postseason game from 2022 during the winter. The attack plan was no secret. Heaters up, he said. This is Matt Gelb. He ambushed an elevated fastball for the grand slam tonight. Through 2 games this season, he's seen 12 four-seam fastballs. And he's done some damage with them, with 2 hits and a grand slam. Last year, he saw 132 four-seam fastballs in the postseason. He did not have 1 hit against any of them. That's Shield Kapadia. I love this stuff, dude. I literally love this stuff. Stuff like that puts a smile on my face. Stuff like that makes me stay up at night. I couldn't fall asleep last night. Who the hell could honestly admit that they could fall asleep after that game 1? Are you serious? I looked over at the clock and it was 3:47. I wish it wasn't 3:47. I'm not lying to you. I would be preferred sleeping at 3:47. But there's something different about the Fightins. When the Fightins start to roar, it keeps that energy rolling. It doesn't help I had a late night soda, but I desperately needed it because I knew the game would take a bit of time, and here we are past 11 o'clock, and I got things to do after this as well. I got to chop it up. I got to throw it on social. It's late nights for me. Starting to work the night shift, but I'll take the night shift any day of the week when it comes to this. You know what's funny about the Aaron Nola thing, though? And rightfully, people were a little scared because, well, it's Aaron Nola. We always have our back against the wall with him and our guard up at the same exact time. It's a lot of conflicting emotions because everything we've been through. It's sort of like a toxic relationship. You want to break up, you feel you should, but you always seem to be there, and fights keep happening. Then you make up, and then you break up again, and then you fight, and then you make up, and then you become a good couple, and then you're a bad couple because something happens, and it's PTSD, and there's reasons to feel horrible when he has the ball at times. I don't think that's the case right now. And before the game started, it's funny because if not Aaron Nola, then who? And before this outing, if it was Ranger Suarez, I'd be scared. If it was Taijuan Walker, I'd be scared. Now, I opened up my heart and made this very clear on the post-game show yesterday that I'm fully blind faith going in it with, hey, my heart is wide open, Aaron Nola, and I believe in you, and if you break my heart, so be it. I'll say I did this to myself, but I'm going to fully commit to an Aaron Nola greatness special type of day, and he rewarded me for it. But none of these other pitchers, the alternative, other than Aaron Nola, before we saw how sensational his start was, and there were butterflies because, well, it's Aaron Nola, it's pretty impressive. We talk about his mental toughness. And for him, more than most, he's one of the highly debatable, does he have it type of conversations. That's the sports talk radio sense on him. Does he really have it? Why, when the game slows down and there's traffic, he completely falls apart? Well, now he's getting double play balls. Now he's getting big outs, working himself out of a jam. But why would he fail? Does he have the mental toughness? Well, I don't know how much bigger the stage gets than at home with the chance to put away the Marlins, to go see your biggest rival in the DS. And oh, by the way, if you lose this game, it's a 1-game elimination. You're 1 game away from going home. After the whole offseason, all you pictured was getting back to that moment. and finally getting past the hump and winning the championship. You're out in the first round at home in a wild card series against a stinking Marlins team that had a horrendous run differential all year that shouldn't even have them in a postseason spot. You see what I'm saying here? So Aaron Nola grabbed it and went 7 and shoved. Dude, he deserves more than just a big old hug from this fan base. And when I see it, I believe it can happen again. Maybe he's got the playoff gene. How ironic would that be? After all said and done, Aaron Nola's a get-me-to-the-playoff guy. And I want to give a lot of credit to Zach Wheeler, too. And Rob Thompson, man. Rob Thompson has been electric with his decision-making. Everyone's playing good ball at this time of the year, which matters. It was a slow start, but he knows how to manage this clubhouse. They relate to him in a way Joe Girardi could never, and his cool, calm, collected self has everyone pulling the same weight. Brandon Marsh, for example, should be gutted. He should be disappointed because he's a big personality and a big bat for this team. He's buying in. And it's not easy to buy in. I'm not putting him on a pedestal here and saying that he's phenomenal, Bryce Harper, JT, Kyle Schwarber. They're pure MLBers. Brandon Marsh is not there, but I think he's more than a rotational guy too. So he buys in. I just think we're overlooking that. We're not overlooking the shutdown innings by Knowles. Shutdown innings, man. Got shut down innings. Amazing. All right, I pretty much hit on everything I wanted to hit on my notes here. I thought JT was going to get a second home run, but it went foul. The fan reaction, though, it keeps fooling me. That's 2 games in a row I got fooled. Let's run to the Anytime Hotline and hear from you crazy-ass people out in the streets who I'm sure enjoyed this game.
Red October? Bend them over. I needed 2 beers just to calm down last night so I could go to sleep. But I think I need 6 tonight. Aaron Nola, phenomenal. I believed in him the whole way. I replied to your in or out, and I said that he would go 6.10 earned runs, and he was even fucking better than that. JT gets it started with a bomb. He's got a pretty big stack, but not as big as Cassie's if you get my reference. Orion Kirkring has nasty stuff, and I want to see him next round. Bryson Stott, for a large portion of the year, was the best player on the team, and he delivers an all-time moment. An all-time moment. I want Strider. I want Atlanta. I am ready. The fighting Phillies. The fighting Phillies.
I am such a big fan of yours because you're bringing it tonight, baby. You're bringing it. Spencer Strider, sign me up. That goofy little mustache, we're going to wipe it right off of his face, I swear to God. They're dealing with little fingertip problems, Band-Aids, simulated games. Shove it right up your ass. How about that? And Dusty Watson, I saw him wheeling people around the bases. I bet you he got a big pep talk from the top dogs saying, yo, jerk off, what are you doing out there, huh? Let's go. Let's get some runs across the plate. That's why in the Bryson Stott video, that sick camera angle one, you see him clapping as Bryson Stott's running. It's not about Bryson Stott and the Grand Slam. He's just thrilled that he doesn't have to sit through an experience where he's about to get heckled by 43,000 for holding up a station-to-station thing. Or I could see it being a triple in the gap in theory, but it's just a single for Bryson Stott because he holds everybody and goes station-to-station, please. Come on, he's clapping his ass off because he knows, whoo, all right, Stott, you just saved me, possibly my job. Oh, Dusty Watson. How did I get on a Dusty Watson little tirade here? I have no idea. But all I know is that this team right now is doing it again, and it's so comfortable. It's so real. It's authentic. We know when teams are fake. Remember when a team led by Kapler and Franco, they were actually competing for the division? Nobody showed up because nobody really thought that that was something. This is all organic. I watched the game with ease, and it'll change against the Braves. As much smack as I've been talking, and we got plenty of time to think about Saturday. I'm enjoying the moment right now. they're a damn good baseball team, and this is going to be an epic battle. Baseball fans around the world are disappointed that they get robbed of a 7-game series and only seeing this as a 5-game series because they feel that whoever wins this one could be the champion and be crowned. That's how epic this series can be by the end of it. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Ronald Acuna Jr., striking him out. Wheel strikes him out, looking 2 times in a row. Freddie Freeman goes down, swinging on a nasty curveball or something. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about these emotions. I love them. I love them. I trust them. They're a playoff team. That's the makeup of them. They're not shying away. They know they can crush the Braves, too. That's how they attack. They're not afraid of this team. They're not. I think they're hungry for this matchup, while the Braves might be rethinking how difficult this really is. Oh, they're doing this again. We were maybe hoping that, okay, yeah, fans would be excited, but last year was such a miracle and it came out of nowhere. No way they can duplicate it. No, we saw last year, and then we kind of multiplied that by 7, and then that was us for a wild card series. Wait until we see you, and we despise you more than no other. I mean, we hate you just as much as we hate the Mets. Good luck. Good luck. And I'm not afraid of Truist Park. You hear me? Let's go back to the phones.
Was there any doubt, bros? Was there any doubt that we were only going to need 2 to take care of this team? What a fucking game. Aaron Nola, my guy. Oh, my God. This 1-2 punch with Wheeler Nola is going to be fucking unstoppable. And the bullpen, everybody coming together. Soto throwing 100. Perkering, fucking diamond out of nowhere, and they haven't even seen him. Oh, my God, this pitching is so ready, and you cannot forget Bryson Stott. His first ever Grand Slam, baby. Smoked it. I'm so ready. You better be ready in Atlanta, boys, because we're coming.
Bryson Stott with 2 strikes. Bryson Stott against a lefty. Bryson Stott with his glove. Bryson Stott working at bats. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on about what Bryson Stott can do. And it's so satisfying to know that the young kids have really blossomed into star-level pieces. See, now you have a perfect combination of the Bryces of the world and the way Nick is talking to John Clark, and that's the killer instinct. They have the killer instinct. Look around, man. Look around at this. You tell me if this is the same as last year. And he was saying, like, yeah, it is, but I'm saying I think it's almost even more. Not that Nick was throwing shade at our fans by any means. He's just saying, like, yeah, baby, look at it. They have the killer mode. Red October's here. The switch changes, and not only is it the veterans and the core group, but it's the young kids like Stott and Bohm, and that's inspiring. There's a different energy factor when it's someone like that. They really grab on. It's like Bryson Stott. He's the little brother of the crew. You've been playing ball 10, 12, 14 years in the majors. You look down at someone who you know is going to be a franchise leader one day, and he's just getting started, and he's now delivering massive postseason moments that go into the holiday cards. It goes into the end of the year school book. Is that what they call that? A school book? No, end of the school yearbook. I got words jumbled. That tends to happen a lot.
Hey, bros. John from Central PA. Hey.
Bend them over.
What did he say?
Bend them over.
Bend them over!
Aaron freaking Nola. Aaron freaking Nola. That's what I wanted to see. All right, man. Let's get them on the Braves on Saturday. Go Phils!
I love everybody's approach so far here on the phone lines. It's one thing in mind. Yeah, we won. We want the next squad. And while I say soak it in, I get it. I get it. That's how we're wired. I get it. It just shows. Bring it on, motherfucker. Bring it on. Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! I love you guys to death. All right, it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course. course it is. Of course it is. We'll be talking to each other real soon. Before I let you go, though, let me tell you about Splash, okay? Splash is running an awesome contest with a chance at a six-figure prize. Listen to this. It's an NFL Revival Survivor contest, and it starts week 5, October 8th, 1 p.m. It's a $40 entry, and you get an opportunity to take a look around the NFL, make some decisions. There's a link down below in the description. If you click utilizing that link, it brings you through my page of Broads, and you get a chance to take a look at a six-figure prize for only $40. All right, it's a no-brainer. It's a contest, and these contests are going to be rolling throughout the rest of this NFL schedule and all. So just take a look at it. I'm telling you, there's no harm. You take a look, you start saying, whoa, hold on a second. It's pretty damn nice, all right? I've been having a lot of fun, but the secret's out now. I can only take it in for so long and play it on my side for so long before I have to commit and tell everybody, because as I say, I'm a man of the people. Check it out down below. I love you guys. I really, really do. You know that. We'll be talking soon. See you on the next one.